So it's another video with Katie.
Sorry.
And we're doing the scariest thing tag. Scariest real life experience.
Being chased by my brother,
Of course.
who was on the four-wheeler and was actually planning to run me over.
Mine is when I was on my senior class photo trip, and this teacher, I'm not obviously going to name her name, she decided to tell a kid to go down the wrong path, and I slipped and fell twice and almost fell off a 30-foot cliff. And the thing that saved me was the tree that I hit my arm and head on. And then she lied to me and said she knew it was the wrong path, but she still made us go down the path.
Best teacher in the world right there. I give her the reward.
And then she called my mom and said sorry and rehearsed what she was going to say to her class. And talked about it to her class.
Why would that teacher even do that?
Because she's not smart.
And she's a teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
She's an art teacher. Okay. Scariest paranormal experience.
Oh, God. Okay, my grandma lives in a really old house. Of course, she lives right next door to me. And I go to her house to sleep in there. I went to the bathroom at midnight because I was doing something. I don't know what. I just woke up randomly. And it was like 1 in the morning or midnight. I went downstairs. I went to the bathroom. And I was washing my hands when I heard knocking on the wall. No one was up but me, and I knew that. I went over to the wall that there was knocking on, and I just looked around, and I said, that's probably just one of the cats making some noise on the other side, because we do have, the walls are like really thin and everything. So I walked out to the kitchen, because the bathroom's right next to the kitchen, and I heard knocking on the door, because we have the front door in the kitchen. I heard knocking on the door. I walked over to the door, opened it, no one was there. Yeah, I got pretty scared then, so I shut the door, I turned on all the lights, and ran down the hallway and upstairs.
My scariest one was when I was a little kid, so now that I look back, it wasn't that scary. But my great-grandma and I were staying the night in one of our old campers, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and my grandpa that died when I was 4 was standing there as a little boy, and he had a case that had binoculars and like a $2 bill in it, and he showed me where it was, and then I woke my great-grandma up after that, and he was gone. So the next morning I told my parents and my great-grandma the whole thing, so we looked where he told me it was, and it was there, the binoculars and the $2 bill in it.
That's actually pretty cool, though.
But
you got $2, the $2 bill.
Yeah, but I was like 5.
I wouldn't have been scared. I watched scarier. I seen scarier stuff than that.
But no, I was 5. Though.
Well, yeah.
And the weirdest part was, since we had to have a light on in the camper, the light was off when we all woke up.
That's kind of creepy, though. That one part, the light.
Yeah.
I mean, at my grandma's house, I was sleeping and I had my shirt. Like my shirt was up, and so it showed my stomach skin, like on one side. I felt a hand touch me on my stomach. I freaked out and I woke up and I did see a figure sleeping right next to me.
That's weird.
Yeah. So there is something in that house, but I think it's a friendly ghost. And sometimes when there's like no air and I leave the door to go upstairs, and I left the door open. I was home alone. I was watching all the animals because we have 2 cats and a dog. So I was sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden, the door closed. I walked over to the door that leads upstairs, opened it, looked around, and left it open. 2 minutes later, it closed again. I was so scared, I went screaming out the door. Like, I ran outside.
Have you ever known anyone convicted of a violent crime?
No.
I don't really think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I don't know anyone.
It wasn't violent. It was, the only person I know was Someone that went to prison for having stuff he shouldn't have had. One of my ex-boyfriend's dads.
Oh, God.
Are you afraid of the dark? Why or why not?
I am.
I am too. I don't know why.
Well, when I'm home alone, of course I have to turn on all the lights.
I am scared anytime.
I get scared even from, like, one of my cats just, like, knocking something down. I get scared. Like, I jump.
Okay. Does your hometown have any scary stories or legends?
Carlsville does.
Well, there's a house just down the road that's haunted.
Is it the number 783?
No, it's on Georgia Street, I think.
Yeah,
my
grandma's...
You know, like, the S-curve house? Like, the...
Oh, I saw that house. That house looks so creepy.
Yeah,
there's a house
my great-grandma, her friend, it's her son or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, my house, so there's just a house just down the road from mine, and I live on the highway, so they're just on the highway. And it's a broken down house, but it's still standing. I didn't want to go in it, and I never did. It's just that I heard stories that people said that someone died in there. And I got freaked out, so yeah.
Yeah, this Sturgeon Bay has some weird stories.
Oh, what about the... did you hear that, what school? The school next to the skate park?
Yeah.
That one, inside, you can... So that one, that whole...
All the windows are broken out of it.
Yeah, but inside a window, you can see a light.
Mm-hmm.
That's still on.
Yeah.
And that school's been shut down, like, since all the mold and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
It's freaky.
What is your favorite urban legend?
I don't even know.
Neither do I, actually.
I like my urban name, though. the definition.
That doesn't count.
The definition of my urban name.
That doesn't count. Okay. What is your scariest nightmare?
Oh, God.
Didn't we just talk about this
We
last
did.
night?
My scariest nightmare. Oh, my God. It was so messed up. So, the world was falling apart. Like, seriously, it was just crumbling. And my dad was on the four-wheeler. I do have four-wheelers. I'm a country chick. So, he was on the four-wheeler. I hopped on the four-wheeler with him. The aliens took the four-wheeler, took my dad, and I had to escape running on foot. I passed out hitting a tree. I woke up in a forest that I didn't even know existed. Apparently it was next to my house because I went down in the ditch and then I just found my house right there. Yep. That's my scary story. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
I don't know mine. I had a reoccurring, nightmare when I was a kid, which was, the bay.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream where I was swimming from, where the Coast Guard boat is to the other side, or the canal that they have.
Yeah.
I was trying to swim to the other side, but I couldn't swim. So
God.
I was, starting to drown, every second as I was swimming. And then I had another, nightmare that happened every night, which was, I was in, my mom's van, and we were in the driveway, and the van started going backwards into the road.
I had worse nightmares, but now I stopped having nightmares.
Those are kind of scary when you're a little kid.
Yeah. No, when I was a little kid, 5 years old, I cannot sleep in small beds, low beds to the ground. So I had a low bed to the ground. I started sleeping in it. And this is my first night sleeping in a bed. Low. Because usually I always have the crib and everything. But this was, when I was young. So my first night was fine. But my second night, I had a terrible nightmare that I was getting chased by a monster. And I, rolled off my bed. And I thought that I was rolling off a cliff. Because, you're in the dream. And I hit my head on the side of my nightstand. Because the bed was that low. So, yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Is that your last one?
Yep.
Okay, so that's all of the questions for this. Thanks for watching.